Hi everybody, Bob with Knives Town here. Today we're going to take a look at a knife by Spyderco. This particular model is called the Civilian, and Spyderco says that it's a knife that they made for the law enforcement community. So the name is a little bit curious, but anyway, it comes in this case, which is really I'm really impressed with this case. It's a heavily thick, heavily padded case. It has a leather type of a look to it, although it's not leather. It's more of a rubberized kind of a surface feel. It's got a nylon zipper. It's like a gun rug is what it is. Is exactly what it's like. It's got the Spyderco emblem there. It's well executed. This is a nice package here. Comes well made. And that's what we've come to expect from Spyderco. You can see the graining on it there. It's stitched. It's just well made. It's got a good feel to it. Okay, opening it up, we get the knife out, and this particular knife is a little bit of a departure for Spyderco. See that lining there it's got a nice, very soft lining in there. It's like it's a knife rug, really. The knife comes out there, and it also comes with some information here. The warranty, which basically states that if there's any defect in materials or workmanship, send it into Spyderco, and they will make an assessment as to whether or not it came from abuse or whether or not it was a manufacturer's defect. It also comes with this information, which discusses the philosophy of this particular knife. The Civilian model. Like I say, it's a little bit of a departure for Spyderco. It's kind of a long discussion about it. According to this, Spyderco, as you know, they aren't really greatly heavily into the tactical knife market. Combat knives and that kind of thing. They typically make mostly pocket knives. Yeah, there is the paramilitary and the military and the police models, I know. So it's not a completely exclusive, but for the most part, that's not where they've made their main emphasis. This particular knife, however, is a pure tactical knife. According to Spyderco, the law enforcement community requested that they make a knife which could function as a last-ditch backup type of a knife. And would be able to be deployed and used effectively by anyone, someone who would have had no knife training or any particular knife skills or knife fighting experience. Someone who could take the knife and immediately be effective with it. And that's what they designed this knife according to that design philosophy. It opens up with the typical Spyderco hole there, and get a load of that. That's a wicked looking knife. What we've got here is we've got we've got an S curve, we've got a recurve and then a reverse curve, and it's kind of a combination of a karambit and box cutter almost, and it's fully serrated. I'll give you a close-up on that blade. It has the two smalls and a large pattern of serrations, which is proven to be the best pattern of serration you can get. Two smalls and a large. It has this nasty, wicked curve down here that comes to a needle sharp point, fully serrated. There's your Spyder logo. The blade is made of VG10. It is 4 1/8 inch long, and it is 3 millimeters thick. And that satisfies the design request that they were given, that someone could grab this knife as an untrained, untrained in knife tactics could grab this and be effective with it. And I would say that pretty much any way you use that knife, you're going to be effective. So I'd say they've well accomplished their aim on that. The handle is G10, and it is finely checkered. Does come with a pocket clip, which comes tip down carry from the factory, but that can be switched to tip up carry on the right hand side. It is not swappable to the left side. And the knife does have one liner, which is on the right hand side, and that of course is for those screws to tap into, so they're not just tapping only into just G10, but they do tap into a steel liner. And of course it adds rigidity as well too. The clip is, that's a good tight clip, just the right amount of pressure. It's not too tight like some clips are. Some clips are just ridiculously tight. This one is just right. It's a backlock knife, and it does have the shallowed out backlock release there. You can see that. And that, so if your hand is exerting a lot of pressure on that, there's no chance that that's going to accidentally release because of pressure, from the palm of your hand on there. The pivot screw is a T10, so it's adjustable. It does come with a lanyard hole with a collar in there. There's a steel spacer. And you can see the design. It's got a good gripping design. Your fingers naturally grab into those grooves and portions there. And then of course the thumb ramp, thumb rise. It's not jimped, but you've got the thumb rise there. The edges are rolled, radiused, so it's comfortable. It's certainly not going to twist in your hand. It does come with a little notice here, and I'll read this for you. It says, "This knife was not designed to be used as a utility knife. Its unique design will not support everyday use, and our warranty will not cover the results of using it as a utility knife." And again, so it is a specialized knife. It's only available in limited quantities, and it's made for. It is a self-defense knife. It can be held in different ways. There. Oh. Regular grip, foregrip. Backlock folds it up. Deploys quickly. Locks up tight. No blade play or wiggle, up and down or side to side. As far as sharpening the serrations, like this notice says, you're probably not going to use it enough to worry about sharpening the serrations if you're using this knife for what it's meant for. That's not really a concern. But if you had to resharpen them, then you would want to use a a curve. You know, there are different types of sort of like a rat, not a rat tail file, but it does have that shape of a rat tail, sort of a crock stick type of a rod, where you do each one individually. And there are you know, large and small ones that you would it's tedious. I've done it myself, and it's tedious, but you sharpen each serration individually, and it can be done. There you go. That's the Spyderco Civilian, and it comes with this nice case. And the information and the warranty. All right, well, great. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you again.